There's 3 songs on that track. Toasting at some party, checking out the options. All the guys are popping. I wanna take my time, don't wanna make a move too fast and regret. Oh, at that time a cutie from this feels able to say that I am free. You took me by the hand and then we danced for the night away. I think that I will stay and play. 'Cause Friday is Friday, we just got to party. Me, I think this calls let's party. And me and my girls are popping, popping, popping. Guys are trying to talk stuff. There's nothing wrong with thinking, guys. When you're working hard, holding down your house, and there's nothing you won't do to get you in the mood. Put your hands on and put your head down. I just had to come by here Friday. Girls to get started. Friday to party. Be a big calling my girl. Everybody doing? How is everybody doing tonight? You playing? Same thing. No, same thing as the yeah. Hey guys, we're getting everything set up. How are you guys doing tonight? How are you guys doing tonight? So hello. We are live on. Maybe if I just sit back and look at all of you guys this way, this will work better for me. Yay, we got all the cameras lined up perfectly. I'll bring this mic up some. That's what these things are for. Bring it to me. We have a guest tonight, Bob Baldwin. He's been on my show before. He's going to be on again. And today we are going to talk about business. We're going to talk about business during the holidays. Okay? So his music will be playing in the background the whole time. Just keep playing it. No, it's not. No, I didn't. Stop playing. Hey guys. You know, finding good help is hard to find, man. Ooh, goodness. But this is I Am Unique, right? Your DIY business coach, and we are here live on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Blog Talk Radio, and enjoying this weekend, this holiday. These holidays that are coming up, everybody has a business that they're trying to run, everything that they're trying to do during this business, during this whole COVID issue. Now, and you have to balance your family. People coming in town or not coming in town. Then you have the emotional instability of the holidays. Then you have the, just the normal things that happen. Christmas shopping. How are y'all going to handle your Christmas shopping? How are you managing all of this now? What are you doing? What are you preparing for? How are you preparing for your customers during these holiday times? Like, what are you going to take the holidays off? Are you going to be working throughout the holidays? Are you deciding to go out of town? What are you planning to do to prepare for these holidays? So our first holiday, we got like Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Then the 2 weeks before Christmas, then we have what else? What's next? Then we 2 weeks before Christmas. Then we got New Year's. So all of these holidays are in there. Maybe you can change the players. All of these holidays are in there, and it's just a lot to juggle. Then we got COVID, we got Black Lives Matter, we got Trump trying not to leave the presidency. We have, what don't we have going on right now? Like, then you got mental health issues, you got physical issues because y'all been really sitting in the house all day and not going outside. Like, you can go outside and work out, even though you might not have been able to go to the gym. You can go outside and work out. So, but all of these issues are important for you to have a balance, a nice balance during the holidays. So I want you guys to understand, like, we're gonna start off now with the business during the holidays. Okay, so when you're doing business during the holidays, you really need to inform your clients on your actions, and not like every action you're doing, but if you're got online sales, you got a storefront, or you have a service-based business and you're going to be closed for the holidays, then you need to tell them. If you're going to be closed for the whole week of Christmas to New Year's, then you need to tell your customers. If you're not shipping anything out during these times, just to fight the hustle or bustle of the holiday period, you need to tell your clients, your business, your people in your business, why you're not doing these things. You know what I mean? So, not why, but just tell them that you're not doing it. So those are the things you need to kind of say while you are in the holiday, but we're thinking about your plans for the holidays. Then we have your sales and your promotions that we need to figure out. So what are you going to, okay, first we have Black Friday. And so what are you going to promote during Black Friday? You know what I mean? So what are you going to promote on Cyber Monday if you have an online business? What are you going to promote during the week of Christmas? How are you going to promote? What is your promotional budget? You know, those are things that we all need to think about. And I know that we've been so bogged down with everything else going on in the world and so bogged down in news, but it's about time for us to get focused back into our business, back into what we need to do. Is your website up? Because, okay, you got to think about it. People are not going to be going on the on your websites as often. There are people not going to be going on your websites as often. I mean, all right, they're going to your websites more often. More often than usual, because nobody's wanting to go in these stores. So if you do not have an online presence right now, it is kind of a dire thing, because it's flu season, it's Corona season, it's president season. So, like, this is the time where we kind of need to stay in our house a little bit more, and then we need to build on our online businesses. Make sure that our online businesses are established. You have your process in place. You know how you're going to be taking your payments. You know how you're going to be shipping out your items. You have all your boxes. Pre-order all of that stuff. Okay? If you're going to be doing online sales, pre-order your boxes, your wrapping paper, your stuff like that. If you're going to do custom gift boxes, you need to pre-order that stuff now. Why am I saying this? Because when the rush comes in for the holiday season and you don't have these boxes and you're trying to run around trying to order stuff, these companies are not going to be able to send it to you in time, and then you're delaying your customers, and now you have to pay full price at a retail store to purchase it. So if you can purchase it wholesale, and if you can purchase it ahead of time, then you're saving money, you're saving time. You can now create your system, have your assembly line going, have your labels ready to be printed, have your computer set up to print them, have your ink cartridges. You know, the little stuff that is the stuff that you really need to pay attention to and maintain right now while you are working on your holiday season, on the things that are happening during the holiday season, so that you really understand what's going on, what's going to happen, and you're prepared for it. Because believe it or not, I believe this holiday season people are going to do most of their shopping online. Okay, so now that goes back into my whole point of posting a lot, making sure that you are posting, making sure that your business is getting out there to everybody. I hope everybody can hear me on all these platforms. I know I'm a little far away from one phone, so if you cannot hear me, just let me know and I'll speak up. But make sure that you are posting on all of these platforms more than usual, okay? But again, people are at home. People want to see what you have. People want to know what you have. People want options. So make sure you have your options out there. Make sure you're posting it. Make sure you're telling your story. Make sure you're giving them motivation. Because a lot of people have not seen their families through this whole entire pandemic, whole entire time, and they're stressed and overwhelmed with what's going on. So they really need the love from their social media families. You know what I mean? I was just talking to a friend of mine, and he was like, his coworkers have been his new friends, and I'm just like, but now that's causing problems with work and having friendships because you're like they're throwing you underneath the bus, but they might not have really been your friends. And how you're looking at these people is different than maybe how they're looking at it, especially if it was never discussed. So you really, 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 really need to focus on you and your entertainment, your balance, your structure. If you can get to your families now during the holidays, go visit them. Go visit them. Wear your mask. Be protected. Go visit your families. Take a road trip. Rent a car. Do what you have to do to go visit your family members. You know what I mean? So that you can see them and talk to them because they've been in the house just like you, and maybe they need to see you. Maybe they don't. So these are things that you kind of need to express and to do. And then as you're traveling and as you're doing all of this, make sure your business is automated so that you have the structure to actually like put everything together. So if you're going out of town and you have tangible products and you don't have like a drop ship platform, you have to make sure you have somebody on your team that is actually at the facility or where the items are, have the items so that they can ship these items out in a timely manner. Because there will be some last minute people who don't normally shop online, who think that they can buy something on Monday, the week before Christmas, and get it by Christmas. Likelihood of that is very negative, but that's where that communication with your customers come in, and you need to address them and you need to talk to them and you need to show them that this is what's going to be happening. Even if this is a part of what's going on, you actually need to tell them, hey, there's a shipping delay on this item. It will be shipped to you at this time or that time. Sorry for the inconvenience. Do you still want it? Whatever. And make sure that they know, so they know. And as a consumer, be patient with these customers. And then if somebody has a website that you're trying to go to and you're trying to make payments on and it's not working or it's a harder process, sometimes as the business owner, we may or may not know how that process is working for them. You know what I mean? For us. So give us your impact. Give us your input on that. You know what I mean? Make sure that we understand and have that input so that we can we know exactly what's going on. We know exactly what's going on. All right, I'm just making sure my audio is up. Can everybody hear me? Anybody live in there? Can everybody hear me? All right. So that is there we go. That'll make that better. So that is one of the things that I have been I want to talk to you guys about today. Is making sure that you have your online presence set up properly. Make sure you have your business set up properly. Make sure you have a system in place if you're going to be doing online businesses, online
shipping and online businesses, so you know how to make sure all of that runs together. So with all that being said, like, okay, so if you have online business, you have to know to understand your shopping cart, how to use your shopping cart, what are the functionalities of your shopping cart. Then after you get that, and figure out, like, sometimes I'll be using ShipStation, online stuff. I mean, ShipStation, the UPS, or Stamps.com. Those are like platforms I use so that I can now print out my labels. If you're y'all using PayPal or Square, they actually have a postal service in their app that will charge you that postal rate for whatever packages you're sending out if you put those specifications in. So you really need to know what your postal rate is. You know, if you don't have a scale, you need to get a scale. And then packaging your packages up. You know, during the holidays, your packaging might go a little bit heavier, might go a little more. So you need to make sure that your packaging, you have tape, you have all the little stuff, you know, that you're going to need. Tissue paper, bubble wrap, depending on your items. Make sure you have all of this stuff in stock for the holidays, so that when you have these online orders come in, you'll be ready for them. Now, for you guys with a storefront, this is going to be a little particular because it depends on how your business is planning to open and close and work facilitate itself during the holidays. You may have a bigger rush during the holidays. How are you going to manage the people that are coming in during the holidays? How are you going to put the things out there so that more people can see what's going on during the holidays? And those are the things that really help, you know, manage it. So if you're going to have somebody, you may need to actually hire extra staff so that they can start pushing towards making sure you can do crowd control, you have line control, you're making sure that people are doing what they're supposed to do at the time. If you're having staff, make sure they know your systems. If you're an online store, make sure they know your systems. Why'd you? Make sure you know your system. Boy, like I said, sometimes good help is hard to find. I'm glad I'm on a couple other platforms where y'all can hear me. So we're talking about, this is live. Talking about getting your business right, making sure you have your online system, make sure you have your business set up properly for online. For these holidays coming up, make sure that you have your promotional schedule set up. So how are you going to promote your business during this time? Okay, how are you going to promote while you are building your business? Turn that heat off for me. How are you going to promote your business? Okay, so knowing, are you going to do Instagram ads? You need to start posting more if you want to get organic. You need to start inboxing people to your pages to show them where you want them to go to. If you have, I have multiple pages, so sometimes I push people to other pages. So making sure that you know where your business is going and making sure that you have your business organized is what you really need to do while you're establishing your business. Okay, so make sure when this online system has, your promotional codes, what promotion you had. If you're going to use sponsors to promote you on your Instagrams and on your Facebook pages, give them a different promotional code so that you know where it came from. Okay, so if you give, I'm about to do some affiliate sponsors and everything else, so I'm giving them promotional codes. So I know that this code, Fitness Fit or Friday Fit, is coming from this person, and I know that promotional code is coming from that person. So when these codes come in, I know where this data is coming from and who is pushing my stuff the hardest, and that's really important when you're doing holiday sales or when you're doing promotions online. So that is extremely important. The other part of it is that making sure you're organized when you come into it, when you're coming into selling and branding your stuff. Make sure you're organized. So if you need stickers to tie your tissue paper up, ribbon, paper, bubble wrap, make sure you have all of that in order. And I know I said that a little bit earlier, but I'm tuning in for some of my Instagram families that may not have heard this. So I'm kind of repeating myself. And, repetition is great. So maybe you missed it in the beginning and now you need to hear it again. So make sure you have everything that you need in order so that you can be prepared for your rush that you're getting. So in about 10 minutes, we are going to be going live with Bob Baldwin. He is a jazz artist. He is a entrepreneur. He's going to have a birthday live streaming. So for all of my jazz lovers, please stay tuned. If you were listening to the music in the background, it is that was some of his music that was playing or is playing in the background. So stay tuned for that. And we'll be going live with him in about 10 minutes. But like I said, okay, for you website people who have your online website, have you actually gone through your checkout process of your website? Like, I think everybody should go in there, put in a $2 or $3 item, and go through the process and see what your customers are seeing and see what they're going through and making sure that they understand everything. Have you looked at your shipping rates? So I know a lot of things have changed since the holidays, and if you get international orders, how is that going to happen? How's your shipping rates? What countries are you using? Do you have a FedEx account? Do you have a UPS account? Do you have a DHL account for your international shipping? So you need to make sure that you have these 3 accounts. So when you're doing shipping, and a USPS account, so that when you're doing shipping, you can print your own labels from the house, stick them on there, and be ready to go, so that you don't have to worry about it. Make sure you pre-order your boxes of a couple of different sizes, depending on what people are shipping out. Pre-order your boxes, 3 box sizes, depending on what you have. Make sure you have the boxes for them. Make sure everything is packed tightly, so when your customers get the items, it's not broken or torn or whatever. So those are all important things you need to take in consideration when you're actually building your business and making sure you're ready for these holiday online sales, okay? Because what we want to do is we want to encourage people to purchase more online. We want to encourage people to purchase more online, so they're not in the stores. We're not standing in lines. We're not standing in these crowded malls. Like, who wants to do that now? Right now, COVID is at its highest point. And you're like, oh, we're going to go to the mall. Have you ever been? I'm in Atlanta. Lenox Mall at Christmas is like $285 on a Friday afternoon at 5 o'clock. It's not someplace you really want to be. You know what I mean? So make sure when you're out there and you don't want to be around these crowds of people, because the worst thing is you don't want to be sick for holidays. So promote your online sales. Tell your customers that you're going to be online, giving them an online value. You're giving them an online system so that they do not have to come into your stores. Or if y'all have small boutiques, y'all don't want 100 people, 10 people in your boutiques. You don't want lines out your door. I mean, that's incredible. But you would want people to be comfortable. Forcing people to wear these masks and inside your store so everybody has the safety. You're putting your staff in safe. So if you're doing this stuff online and you're building your online brand and pushing your stuff online, then you will actually be saving. And if you can, figure out how you can offer free shipping to your customers. When I say offer free shipping, incorporate it into your price. So when you're posting something and when you're doing something, or incorporate it into your orders. You know what I mean? So make sure if it costs you $5 to ship the item, make sure that you add another $5 onto the item. and then offer free shipping. Or if they order a certain amount, make sure in that certain amount it has the shipping in it, so that you do not have to charge shipping for the customers. So that helps you get organized with that and make sure that you are producing. Does everybody understand what I'm talking about? Does everybody here understand? Everybody here can hear me very well. So my whole thing is, I just want you guys to come into this holiday. This is the first holiday we've had like this. Your online sales are going to be more than what they usually are. You're going to be promoting more online. You're going to, spend more marketing money and getting those online promotions out there so people can see what you're doing. You know what I mean? If there are people you're doing, what do you cross promoting with, that's the best thing. If you have a product and somebody else has a different product, let's cross promote with their product. If they're similar products, everybody's product is different. They may like yours, they may not like theirs. So just cross promote products. Help us grow your social media. Start working on that. DMing people. Go into people's DMs, and messages. The marketplaces on Facebook. Make sure you have your marketplace on Facebook. And I'm not sure if you guys know this, but on Instagram and Facebook, they have a purchase direct from those platforms. So people, even the goal is always to get people off of the platform and to get people to your website so you can kind of establish them and show them where you are in your business and show them other items that may not be posted on your social media. But the cool part about the social media is, if you're posting it on social media, in Instagram and in Facebook, there are direct links where you can actually just link people to the product. You can buy the product from Instagram, and it'll go through whatever payment option you have, and it'll email you that they purchased the product through Instagram. You know what I mean? They have an Instagram shopping cart now, Instagram stores. So now you can go on your Instagram and shop as much as you want to. So use these tools, use these fundamental tools that they have produced for us to capitalize on the businesses out there. Because social media is actually going to get you your largest group of people to see you, to see exposed to you. And if you're DMing people and you're commenting on people and you're getting in their messenger, telling them to come check out your page, to look at my items, look at new stuff that I have. Those are things that are very important in building out your social media. All right, so we have our guest. He is here live now, Bob Baldwin. I am going to bring him in right now. Hello? I'm good, Bob. How are you? All right, give me 1 second. Yes, you got it. It's the holiday season. It's gonna be a lot of online shopping out there now. Because now who wants to be in those stores like that? Yes, I'm about to reconnect you. Turn the Bluetooth off for now. It's not. And then you're in line, you're spending all this money, and you're supporting businesses that aren't supporting you. So might as well.
Oh, good point. Good point.
All right. So I'm turning you all the way up. I'm trying to get you volume so my Instagram and my Facebook people can actually hear you as well. All right. All right. So, all right, Bob. So tell us about what's going on with you. You have your birthday coming up.
Yes, it's a milestone birthday. I can't remember if it's 30 or 40 years, something like that.
Right. One of those days.
Yeah, something like that.
But I'm, like everyone else, trying to pivot, figure out what's the next way to do everything. Adjusting to the COVID, and also, with race being crazy, and it's been a lot of distractions. So, people are not going to be going out to the clubs and hanging out, listening to some good music. So, I figure I should bring the music to them.
Right.
And so, I've spent the last few months developing a platform and rehearsing with the guys and getting ready for a show that I'm going to do on December 11th and 13th, which is going to be a live stream event. And you can get the link at bobbaldwin.com or USA Eventix, EVENTIX, USAEventix.com. I'm going to do like a 3-hour show. And it's the 15th annual show that I've done. I normally do it at a small club up in New Jersey, but they've closed their doors. And so I figure with all this shifting going on, I said, let me see if I can bring the music to the people. And this is now, of course, a worldwide event. People are chiming in from Japan, South Africa, and Dubai, as well as, all of the United States. So it's not just limited to one, major city.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is super awesome. That's one of the good parts about being online and doing this online streaming right now is that you are capable of being worldwide.
That's right. That's right. You're not limited to, a city or a region or a country. The world is your oyster. Of course, you got to let the world know that you're out there. It's just like having any storefront. You can make the best storefront, but if you only spend $2 to promote it, no one knows you're out there. You know.
Right.
So
Exactly.
that's it. That's the challenge now. But we're really getting some great feedback. We just released the link a week ago, and it's already getting a nice little buzz. So, and the thing that I didn't want to do is stay at home in my living room and play solo piano and put a tip jar on my piano with two iPhones in the air. I mean, let me put a little bit more thought into this thing. Really focus on the sound quality of the music. 'Cause, I mean, people are coming to see the music. They're not. I mean, they're coming to see us, but they're really coming to hear a good vibration with the music. So I wanted to really spend a lot of time with the audio quality. I think we got a really hip thing going right now.
Yeah, that is. I mean, a lot of other artists. I know I saw one with the DJs have been doing it. They started doing it, especially during COVID. And then who was that?
Yeah.
He is an R&B artist. I forgot. Um goodness, it's terrible. I do not remember his name right now. But he's an R&B artist, and actually did
Are
it
you
in
talking
his
about the
living.
DJ that's been bringing in all the different artists?
No, this was right before all of that whole everybody started. Like he wears a hat. He's an R&B artist. Blah 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 blah. I totally cannot remember his name right now. Total brain fart. That's comes with being so young. You know what I mean? So yeah. But he did it in his living room with his band and everything. So that was pretty cool. And then they had the drums going, and he
Right.
probably had a sound system pulled up and everything. But he had a whole it was like being a concert with him online.
Right.
So it was
Yeah,
pretty it was
exactly.
pretty cool. But even though it was in his living room, it still was pretty cool. But
No, I mean the living room vibe is cool because it makes it more personal, makes it more intimate. But sonically, it's still got pop. So I wanna have the best of both worlds.
right. So we can find you on Bob Baldwin .com. Actually, you can any of my social media networks, you will actually see it on as well. Um, so if you're on my YouTube, my blog talk, I added the links and stuff that you put out there. So it's gonna be on all of those platforms. So anybody who knows me is on my platforms. You can find that information. If you love jazz, you can find it on any of my platforms as well.
I'm very blessed that you're sharing the information with your audience. Words cannot express my appreciation. The main link is usaeventtix.com. I do have a Facebook presence, Instagram at Bob Baldwin Jazz, Twitter at Baldwin77, and of course, BobBaldwin.com.
Cool, awesome. So when you were putting this together, like what are the biggest? I know you probably put your own what do you call it? Concerts together before. So what right now is like your challenge in putting it together and making sure you're streaming properly?
Yeah, those are the challenges. You got to make sure you have the right platform that has the right amount of bandwidth, and you got to deliver. You got to make sure that where you're outputting your music from also has the correct bandwidth. So there's a whole lot of switching going on, and we've done a couple of test runs on it so far. Online privately, and everything seems to be clicking so far. I just didn't want it to look cheesy or sound cheesy, especially when you're charging people a small admission to come see the show. I want them to have a great experience with the music, because that's what they get when they come to a club. They want to hear the music, they want to feel the music, they want the music to get into their bones.
Yes.
And so I want to make sure that they have the same experience, and also make sure it has the same kind of sonic quality as my records.
Okay.
So it's kind of the best of both worlds.
So what platform are you going to be streaming from?
Well, I can't tell you that. But if you go to usaeventtix.com, that's where the platform is going to be featured.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, but I should mention though, however, we are going to be featured on Apple TV and Roku and all of the streaming. Of course, any smartphone and laptop, of course. But the Apple platform and Roku are the main platforms that you can actually see the show. So if you got some big speakers, turn them on.
Nice. So if I have my Roku TV, it'll be a link that I have to get on.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. Once you go to usaeventtix.com and purchase your reservation, they will provide a link, and that link will come live on the 11th. I'm doing two shows. Show one's on the 11th. Part two is going to be on the 13th. And then we'll rebroadcast the rest of the week between the 14th and 17th. Make sure nobody misses the show, because I know, between time zones, different countries, and all that kind of stuff, I want the whole world to be able to experience the event.
Nice. So for anybody who's just getting on the live or in my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube channels, Blog Talk Radio, just tuning in, I have Bob Baldwin, an awesome jazz artist that will be having his live show on December 11th.
Yes,
on December 11th is the 13th. He said go to bobbaldwin.com or usaetix.com to purchase his USA Event Tix
with X.
With yes,
usaeventtix.com.
And again, if I'm saying all of this wrong, it's all in the bios of any of my streaming. So if any of my people, or y'all can go to his websites and his Instagram and his social media as well. Is there anything else right now, Bob, that you would like to tell the people out there about what's going on with you?
Like everyone else, everybody was home, first half of the year, trying to figure out what's going to happen. The stock market's crashing, people losing their jobs, everybody's getting sick. The president lost his daggone mind. And so everybody was just trying to figure out, what the next move was. But I managed to stay home long enough to record like 35 songs. And I'll be unleashing a bunch of tunes in 2021. So this will not be the last you hear from me on December 11th and 13th. We got a couple new records popping out in 2021.
That's going to be awesome. That's going to be so great. So,
yes.
I was about to.
Listen, I appreciate you sharing this with your audience again.
Yes, yes. I mean, I like having somebody on. I like having, the interaction with everybody, with people out there,
Yes.
other people out there. Where are you at? Where are you located? What city do you actually do most of your work out of?
I work between New York and Atlanta.
Okay.
I'm currently up in New York, right? Keeping an eye on the family. Just trying to make sure everybody's okay. Just protecting them from all this crazy health stuff going on.
Right. So how is the climate? I'm in Atlanta, so I understand how the climate is here. We don't even understand that COVID is going on right now, the way these people are acting in the streets.
I know.
But
I know.
and
I know you get surprised.
in New York, how is it? How is it different?
Well, fortunately for me, I'm not in New York City, which is a little more crazier down there. Further upstate, it's been pretty mellow. People wearing their masks and keeping their distance, and respecting what's going on here. So from what I've been seeing, I've seen people on their best behavior. I mean, there's your few jokers out here that think they're invincible, that don't think they need to wear a mask, putting other people at risk, which I think is absolutely foolish. But those are the people you got to stay away from.
Exactly, exactly. So my other question for you is that, like, now we're going into this is a little political, but not really. So according to the rumors that are coming out, if we don't, I guess they've elected Biden right now. That's who our new president will be, according to the news and everything else. Um, and I've heard there's going to be
Right?
another shutdown in January when he gets in the office. How are you preparing for that, or did you even know anything about that?
Yeah, it seems like I get more interested in watching YouTube than I do watching the news sometimes. I think the news they be a little deceptive sometimes, in my opinion. So I'm prepared that they will probably shut down the country again. I've already, I've already taken note that Live Nation, which was one of the biggest concert revenue generators in the country, took a 95% hit from last year. So we know if they took a hit, everybody within their organization, musicians and artists, they all took a hit as well. The only thing I can say is I've been very blessed to have been recording music for the last 30 years, in which most of it I own. And I've been fortunate enough to rely on some royalties, which has been a really blessing, as opposed to just being a touring artist.
Right.
So that's been the saving grace right now. And I would encourage artists who relied on the road to make their money to get on a plane, get in a hotel, get in the venue, practice, rehearse, do the gig, get back on a plane. That's not going to be the norm for 2021, from what I can see. Cats need to stay home, do some writing, get into some production, collaborate with some friends that you never worked with before, and create some new inroads for yourself. I think the next 12 to 18 months is still going to be a little dicey.
Wow. Yeah, I believe it's going to be the same
And
way.
I think the streaming thing is the future if people do it right.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I'm on YouTube. I figured out how to stream on YouTube Live. So we're now on
Nice.
YouTube Live. So I'm liking that. That's pretty cool. And builds up that live audience
Right.
with everything with the other four platforms that I am on now. I'm pretty good with technology. So when this came out,
I gotta make sure I subscribe to you. That's all.
yes, yes. So it's the I Am Unique, right? Everything is I Am Unique. Well, actually, if you just Google I Am Unique, right? I don't have enough of subscribers yet to actually name my channel. So all you guys out there, please, if you're listening, subscribe to my YouTube as well. I need 100 people to be subscribers. I'm like at 26, and I've only been doing this 3 weeks now on the live. So it's building slowly.
Bravo.
And that's the thing, is everybody wants this instant gratification, and I as of right now, like building your online presence and building your online business right now, you can probably get closer to instant gratification than you'll ever get than before.
Yeah, you're right. As long
Um,
as you're bringing some content to the table, people will come visit you all the time.
exactly, and that's the good part. Did you tell me you wrote a book? You had a book out there?
I wrote a book about 10 years ago called "You Better Ask Somebody," and it kind of spoke about my travels in the music business, some tips on how to make sure you're not signing the wrong contract or doing the wrong record deal, or how to get out of a record deal that you wish you never got into, or just how to conduct yourself as a mature artist, band leader, businessman, and leader. Because musicians and artists, they fail to realize sometimes that they're individual entrepreneurs.
Right.
We're just on the road all the time, but we're constantly hiring musicians and hiring people to make records, and so we're in a position of hiring, and we just need to take that a little bit more serious and take it to the next level. And this book helps you kind of get you through those processes.
Right. Okay. That all makes sense. Um, and they can find your book on what platforms, or do you just sell it on your website?
The book is available on Amazon.
Cool. Yeah, I just launched my first book.
So that's the main platform.
I just launched my first book, Buy Pookie, on Amazon, my website, I Am Unique Right, and
Nice.
Kindle,
Congratulations.
and everywhere else. So it's exciting to be a new author and just creating more material out there to help people grow and be established, and like your music and everything, like everything is now has a healing quality to it during this holiday season, you know what I mean? So you need to I think sometimes music is people's outlets in
Yep, that's right.
in this time. So change up your music, learn. If you don't know about jazz and you might want to, his jazz is kind of like hip hoppy. It's not like boring like that old school jazz that used to be out there where you used to fall asleep listening to it. But like
my vibe is more contemporary, but I do come from a traditional standpoint because my dad was a fantastic piano player. He never really did any recordings, but he taught me how to play. And on my mother's side, I had a wonderful cousin named Larry Willis, who was in the group Blood, Sweat, and Tears way back in the 1960s, and did about 15 or 20 jazz albums on his own. So I get it from both sides, honestly. So it's been a nice run so far.
Wow, so music flows through your whole entire family. It's in your blood, huh?
Oh yeah, both sides. That's right.
That is awesome. I'm glad for your great success. I'm super excited about your online streaming that you're going to be doing. What are you selling your tickets for?
Well, there's two sets. If you buy one set, if you buy one show, it's $12.99. If you buy both shows, it's $20.99.
Okay.
So it's very affordable. It's going to be cheaper than you get in a car and going to a club and spending the money at the club and buying food and drinks and everything.
Exactly.
You could be home with your chilling out with a pair of pajamas and a glass of wine with your lady or man, and sitting back, turn up your speakers and enjoy the music on a very personal level.
That is super. Yeah. I mean, I think people with this going on, I think people really need to get back into like. It also kind of brings you like, I think you have a song like "Back to the Basics." It brings you back to the basics of what's going on in life. And I know last time we were on, we kind of touched bases with this, but yeah, it kind of brings everybody back to where you need to be. Like, start cooking. Don't eat out all the time. Buy your own bottle. Get drunk at the house and go to sleep. Like, I bet you, I don't know what the statistics on this is, but I guarantee you DUIs have gone down tremendously.
Amen to that. And that's a good thing.
Right.
Hopefully people are eating better at home and, losing weight and being healthier and living longer.
Right. And they're figuring out, I'm hoping that they do that. Some people are. I know I am. And that's why I was like, tell everybody still needs to exercise, even if it's just like walking around your block or walking through your neighborhood. You can't go to the gym, but or buy gym equipment for the house. Like, that should be on your Christmas list, like gym equipment, workout clothes, yoga mats, stuff like that, so that you can kind of work on that. And while you're doing your yoga, listen to some Bob Baldwin. While you're meditating, listen to some Bob Baldwin. Enjoy
a good
it.
Combination. A little yoga, a little jazz.
Exactly. I think that is a great combination. Maybe you should get somebody to do some yoga to your music and sell a virtual classes. Hint idea.
All right.
$1 million idea.
All you yoga people out there now, y'all better hit me up on Facebook.
If y'all need some background music. Yeah. So Bob, is there anything?
Yeah, exactly. Some chakra music.
Exactly. Some nice chakra music. You might be able to get some get some people out there. You custom make them something if they don't like your pre-recorded stuff. I know. I'm giving you all the plugs, aren't I?
Listen, and I got some decent Indian friends now. We could do that now. Don't play.
Hey, I'm just throwing sand on the beach, man. Just throwing sand on the beach. Exactly. Just get it out there. That was the time to be creative and really open your eyes to what you may be able to do, because you have all of this quiet time that you're sitting here not knowing where to go. There's nowhere for you to go. There's nothing for you to do but to sit at home and think and become a better person. So use these opportunities. I try to tell everybody who I'm in touch with and empowered with, use these opportunities to be creative. Even if you don't think you're creative in some aspect of your life and what you're good at. So find this to be creative and expand who you are and learn something about yourself. We got YouTube University. We got all of these. We got all these platforms where you can learn from. So just take the time to, learn something new while you're out there. Try something different.
That's right. Learn to improve yourself, improve your mind, learn something new, share your information with somebody else, help somebody who needs help. I mean, it's basic stuff. Let's just get back to loving each other and just being more humane. Exactly. It's very simple.
Exactly. And if you need to go outside, get you a box of dirt or some flower pots and plant you a garden. You know what I mean? There's always and get some herbs and vegetables wherever the space you have and make it useful. But yeah, so this is I'll let you give yourself a shout out one more time. Tell everybody where they can find you, what you're doing, your live stream on December 11th and 13th, and where they can find all of that information at, if you want to, Bob.
All right. It's the 15th annual Bob Baldwin Birthday Bash on December 11th and 13th, parts 1 and part 2. We're going to re-air the show from the 14th through the 17th, so you don't miss a beat, so you don't miss a tune. It's about 21 songs, just about 3 hours of entertainment for you. And you can get the tickets at USA Eventix, USAEVENTIX.com. So if you forget that, go to my bobbaldwin.com site. There'll be a link at the top of the page. Cool. And so this is a great band. In fact, I got 2 fantastic percussionists. One from Puerto Rico, a Latin Jazz Grammy nominee by the name of Chembo Corniel. We got Cafe de Silva from Brazil. We got my some of my band members, Dave Anderson on bass and Tony Lewis on drums. Bob Franceschini on saxophone. Miss Lori Williams, fantastic vocalist out of Washington, D.C., is singing, and also former Atlantic Star band member, one of the original founding members who supported Carroll is going to be sitting in with us as well. So we got a hot band, and we're well rehearsed. We are ready to explore the music with you guys.
Nice. Hey, Bob, just off the cuff, just came to my mind. Have you ever thought about doing like a jazz OnlyFans?
A jazz what again?
A jazz OnlyFans. You know the app OnlyFans? You know, most of that is usually people doing like explicit stuff, but you don't have to do the nasty stuff where they have to like create a subscription, and then they can maybe watch you recording or watch you, you know, behind some of your behind the scenes stuff and listen to your music, but they have to pay a subscription to your to see it.
I got it.
Yeah, so that's what a lot of the.
So thank you for that tip.
That is what some of the other artists are doing, but some of them are doing it very badly. But yes, that's what some of the other artists are doing.
I've done some online teaching, piano and production and stuff like that. But that sounds like a pretty cool site. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, try it out. I mean, some of it is X-rated, but it doesn't have to be X-rated. But
okay, I'm gonna go with Rated G. Rated G is so cool.
Yes, Rated G sounds cool. But I appreciate you being on my show. And any time that you want to be on here, you are available to come online. And we can
Well, you are blessed. Thank you for inviting me. It's always nice to hear your voice.
It's nice to hear your voice as well. I'll talk to you. I'll see you next time.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much again.
All right, you have a great day.
You too, ciao.
Bye. So that was Bob Baldwin. On my live. Sorry, I was a little distracted. That was Bob Baldwin on my live, and I'm super excited to have him on. He's going to have a birthday bash on December 11th and 13th. Talking about having a music concert online, and just talking about how to spread his love, his word, his awesomeness online. And that is where everybody really needs to focus too, is spreading all of this words and all this business online. So I have a online store at iamuniqueright.com. Online store. So if you want to learn how to build your online business, please visit my website, iamuniqueright.com, and you can visit my website. I also have a if you clothes with motivational stuff, little funny things on it, beunique.today, and you can actually go to that website and purchase, little collector items, little unique items that you have never seen before on that website. So check me out on both of those platforms. If you have any information or want any information about starting your business, structuring your business, putting your business credit together, creating your online business, now is the time for you to focus on that. So we still have a couple weeks until Black Friday. If you have items and pictures and have your stuff ready, we can actually get you a site up very quickly so that you can do it. I have some turnkey sites that we put together. If you sell hair products, I have some hair sites that you can, hair weave sites, whatever you can put together. So just keep in mind, like, if you are ready to put your business online, or you need to put your business online, whoever you are, online appointments, online booking, online everything, please contact me. Feel free to DM me, inbox me, send me a message, and I'm here to support you and give you consultation. You want to create your online courses, I'll have those courses up. If you want to build any of your businesses online, just let me know. So I am Unique Wright, your DIY business coach, signing off. And we'll talk to you later in Studio U. Bye, everybody.